Hello and welcome to NRB Stadium here in Western Australia, Perth, as the Manly Seagulls and the Brisbane Broncos preparing to do battle tonight. I'm your Commissioner Will Kay, joined for a very exciting clash between these two teams. Brisbane currently sitting in at 12th on the ladder, while the Seagulls at 11th. Both teams getting a win last week and an important game tonight for their road to the finals. Currently sitting on the same points. The only thing separating them is 5 points differential. So a try in it tonight. Well, less than a converted try. As both teams are very, very exciting to watch. There's some changes for both sides coming into this week. Manly, just a big call last week to move Rex Buckingham out of the hooker position and put Jimmy Ralph in. They swapped him back around. So Buckingham is back in. And of course, Brisbane Broncos fullback Dylan Sharp making his positional debut tonight. He's been on the wing and centre for his career. And he's looking tonight to break in to this hard-to-come-by position. So I'm hoping for a good game from Dylan Sharp tonight. And congratulations to get one of the most elusive positions at one of the well-established clubs in the SRL. Now, a big game tonight. Like I said, a lot of big matchups and some powerhouse forward packs. You look at the Broncos forwards. You've got Luke Short, Anthony McDonald, and Caleb Jeff running at Ollie Parche, Ruben Mobbs, and Matthew Harris. And that's just in the middle. The second row, as it gets even more interesting. You can go out all the way, and there's some good matchups all around the field tonight. So I'm very excited for this clash. As Baker's on the first hit, this first set here, the Broncos, they're going to elect to kick it down to KCK. They've got to be careful with this man because he has been on fire the last few weeks. It's KCK. He's brought down. That's the first. Now they go out to the left. It will be Carl Lewis. Goes to Mobbs. Brought down. So that's the second. Now going out to the right. It would be Lewis. Goes to KCK. Goes to Freeburn now. As the winner's setting in. And some... Oh, great Alex Chapman. Brilliant there from just all the way in his own half. Getting his team to 35 out. Now they go to KCK. Weaving through the middle. KCK, first real challenge for Dylan Sharp, and he's going to be able to bring him down. That's the fifth and last, though. Can the Broncos hold on as they parked on the 10 here? KCK out for the last play. It'll have to be someone else to put the ball down, probably, as Bontoff puts it up high. It's going to be well taken by Jose Aruri-Jones. And a good take from the winger as he comes down within the Broncos. Last week, a 2-point victory over the Raiders. It wasn't necessarily a pretty victory, but a victory nonetheless. Just a deciding factor in this game will be the performance of Dylan Sharp and how he can match up against KCK. And whether the Broncos can really outclass them in ways that only the Broncos can. As Caleb Jeff gets a run there, offload, goes to Eddie Oliver, driven back, fourth tackle now. 30 metres out from the line, their own line that is. As I go, Caleb Jeff for another run, gets an offload again, Caleb Jeff goes to Luke Short. As fifth and last, and Caleb Jeff getting the hang of it. Of course, a trade coming last week for the Broncos. Robert Mobston departing the club in favour of Ash Crutcher coming into the side. Be interesting to see how he does tonight, Ash Crutcher. As we saw how Robert Mobston had a decent game for the Tigers this week. As that's the second tackle. Buckingham going out to the right. Carl Lewis looking to pass on the inside, but couldn't quite get in front of his man as Lewis plays the ball. Third tackle, 25 out. The Seagulls, they've had all the field position so far. Broncos really haven't been able to do much with what they've been given. As they go. Bontoff now goes to Lockie. Steps there. Cody Ogg around the legs. Fifth and last is both teams getting for this kick as they go. Bontoff puts it up high out to the left side. Dom Young, I think, is coming through. Yes, Dom Young will take it. But met there on ground level. And no points yet to be scored. As they go. Errol Romano on the first. Errol Romano going for a run. And KCK getting to him. That'll be the first there. And that'll help them greatly. The Broncos struggling so far to make good meters out of their yardage zone. They haven't crossed the halfway line in the last few sets. And it's really, really tight defense through the middle from Manly here. As you can see, Matty Harris just getting involved in a tackle there. And a big effort as they go out to the left. Now it's going to be Anthony McDonald. Driving forward and brought down. That's the fourth tackle as the Broncos. They'll go deep to Crutcher on the fourth for the kicking duties. And he kicks infield. And that may just be the strategy tonight for the Broncos. When in doubt, just kick him out of trouble. And they got some good kickers on the field now. Ash Crutcher, another option. And of course, you've got John Bakers and Isaac Edwards. So they've got some great kickers. Luke Short can kick if need be, although sometimes his kicking license may need to be revoked. And of course, Eddie Oliver is good for a punt. So they've got some great options around the park, Broncos, to kick them out of trouble. And I think that when they're in trouble, they just need to stick to that. Kick big, kick long, and that's all they need to focus about. And then just get the defense to try and match, because the Sea Eagles, they can find meters quite easily. And if they have the ball starting a set in, you know, the opposition's half, they often will score. So you've got to be careful against a team like the Manly Sea Eagles as they go. Buckingham, deep to Lewis, puts the kick in over the top. It'll be Hosea Riri Jones. He's going to step Jones now with a bit of space, but Casey Kay gets to him. And a dangerous little play there from the rookie winger into the starting lineup. As Anthony McDonald now bumping off one, goes for a run, gets an offloader short. He will play the ball. Out to the left now. It will be Isaac Edwards going to Coven Walmsley. He'll play the ball. Out to the right. Edwards. Offload there. No. Pass gets picked off by Matty Harris. And the pass was not on there. Isaac Edwards, he passed it basically when he was already through the line. Not a great play from the 6 there to start off his night. As Pache taking a run now. And Manly, they are star-studded with virtually what is 3 platinum players. Matthew Harris, Kane Chapman-Kenny, and Oli Pache recently getting a plus 24 due to a plethora of coins. So a lot of heavy hitters, especially in the forward pack for Manly here. It's going to be hard to match for the Broncos. As they go, 4th tackle, out to the right. Buckingham goes to Lewis now. Lewis driving forward, 5 metres out, 5th and last. As they play the ball. Out to the left, it will be. Matty Harris puts it. Tries to kick it. Knock on there from Harris. And not a great option on the last. Way too close to try and get a kickoff. When the Sea Eagles spoil that opportunity. 12 minutes in. Still yet to see points. And the Broncos, they need to liven up because they're holding on right now. But they need to take dominance in this game. And they need to show the Manly Sea Eagles what they are about as it goes. Walmsley. Good run there from the man of the series. Chaz Dingo medalist. Go to the left. Now it's going to be Hosea Riri Jones. Down the wing. He's had a good start to this game. The young winger. I'm excited to see him. He looks like he deserves a try so far as Luke Short puts a kick in over the top, and it's not going to have the favourable banks for a 40-20. Casey Kay will leave it though. That was a bit of an awkward one. As Isaac Edwards ready to nail him underneath the ribs. Good chase there from the Broncos. As they go. Alex Chapman. That's the second. Going out to the left. Bontoft. Find the ball. Out to the right now. Oli Pache. Going deep to Lewis. Puts a kick in. Oh, great take there from Edwards. As the Broncos, this is the greatest position they've had all game, and a nice opportunity. Now it's going to be Dylan Sharp. What can he do with the run here? Sharp now. Through the line. A good start for his fullback attack, as that's going to be the second tackle. Almost at the 10 now, the Broncos. Oliver goes out to the left. It's going to be short. Gets a good ball to Walmsley. Walmsley, he'll be brought down a few metres out by some Origin teammates as they go play the ball. Out to the left now. It's going to be Edwards. The trick play goes out deep. And I wasn't touched by a Manly player, referee says. I'm not too sure if I agree with that decision as they go. Jones now goes to Edwards, to Walmsley. 5th and last. What can the Broncos do in the last now? They've got Oliver sitting in at acting half, or dummy half rather, as they go. Edwards puts it on the ground. Here's a nice one, but Oli Pache picks it up. And John Bakers thought he had scored, but not quite there for the halfback. Is a good defensive read from Oli Pache. Sees the Sea Eagles out of a bit of hot water. But now they have to beat an invigorated Broncos pack through the middle, and their defense looking strong to start this set. 3rd tackle only crossing the 20 now, the Sea Eagles. As they go to the left, now it's Oli Pache. Bumps off one. Tackled by, it's 4th tackle. Sea Eagles. Go right, now it's Montoft. Inside ball, Matty Harris. Matty Harris busting through a couple now. As the lock making his way downfield. 5th and last. Harris plays the ball. Buckingham goes to Bontoft. Puts the kick in over the top. All the way down now. Hosea Riri Jones. step there from him as he gets on the outside of KCK. A great run from the young winger. And he has been working tirelessly. He knows his future on that position is probably nothing but secure, but this start, I think it may just be that, as now it's Dylan Sharp through the line. A good run from the outside backs. And now the fullback getting away. As goes Bakers. Halfback taking it up, and no forwards taking a run yet. They need someone to take a settler. It's going to be Anthony McDonald. Breaks the tackle of one. McDonald gets an offload away to Oliver. He'll be wrapped up, though. That's fourth tackle. They go out to the left. It will be Luke Short. Gets an offload of Walmsley. Walmsley driving. Good opportunity now, the Broncos. They're on the line. Can they get the points that they need? They go out to the left. It's going to be Edwards. He puts it on the ground. It goes straight into a player, though. And an offside penalty. That is just unfortunate stuff there from the Broncos. As the Seagulls work their way downfield, starting at 25 out from their own line. And Edwards, he'll be a bit disappointed with that miscommunication. There's a bit of a breakdown between him and Anthony McDonald where he was supposed to be standing as a decoy there. But the Broncos, they've done well there. They showed some real resilience in their defense. And if they can show that again here and back it up with some good runs like they just did, you know, this game will come easy to them. That's got to be forward. No. Okay. The referee says play on. As they got lucky there, the Seagulls. They go out to the right now. It's KCK putting a good pass into Kyle Lewis as he waves through the line. Fifth and last. The Broncos able to bring that man down. Harris puts the kick across field. It's going to be allowed to bounce, and it's going to be allowed to go out, actually, as Dom Young comes through. Thought he had almost been able to score a try, but great patience there from Anthony Lee and El Rey Romano. And didn't get in his way, just shepherded the ball into touch. A smart play from the young centre. As you can see, no eyes for Dom Young, just straight for the ball. Good piece of defensive intelligence there. It's Luke Short. Taking the first run. He goes to the middle. They go out to the left. And the subs for both teams are on the field now. It's Tuxie Ogg and Mario McEnroe for the Broncos. For the Seagulls, Tavita Palangai and Jason Farah. So some good battles through the middle as we go for this next period of 20. Kevin Walmsley. There's Jones. Gets up and plays it. Fourth tackle. Go out to the right. Eddie Oliver. Goes to Luke Short there. And fifth and last. Line the ball. Oliver goes deep. Over the top. It's going to come all the way down. Shannon Freeburn. As he's able to step around one, but not be able to get away from Isaac Edwards. And the Broncos, their kicking has really done them some favours tonight so far. They've been able to get the ball down the other end in some tough situations. Some difficult situations. So it has helped them out a lot, but they need to start getting that ball down in possession down the other end without an error. But that's a forward pass there from the Seagulls, and I don't think that Anthony McDonald would be too unhappy with that. I think he'd be very pleased. As the Broncos, this is a good opportunity now, and in that stage of the game, a breaking point, if you will, where we will usually see points scored in these tough physical contests such as tonight. As it goes, oh, beautiful ball on the inside to Dylan Sharp. He gets an offload away. That's going to be touched by KCK. Zero tackle. Great stuff from Sharp there. As they go out to the right now, it's going to be Bakers. As that's the first tackle. The Broncos, what can Oliver do? He goes out to the left. It's going to be Edwards. Man with the ball again. Coven Walmsley trying to crash over. Hasn't worked so far. Doesn't work that time. They go out to the right. It's going to be Mario McEnroe. He's going to push for the line. Mario McEnroe for the line, but wrapped up there. Jason Farah helping out KCK. They'll go out to the 10-metre mark to play it. Third tackle. Left now. Edwards. Sharp. Stepping on the inside. Second defender gets him. He stepped on the outside. He may have scored there. Dylan Sharp as they go to the right. Coven Walmsley gets it to McEnroe. He wants another crack at the line here, McEnroe. And this time I think he's gotten it. We'll have a look upstairs. Referee Josh Pretlove just not too sure whether that ball was down on the ground, but I think it is. And Mario McEnroe, the most unlikely first try scorer of tonight. I mean, I don't think many people would have had him in their multi. But there you go. Green lights as the Broncos scoring here. And they are the first to draw blood in Perth. And some good performance from the Broncos so far. They've stood up to the challenge. They've rose to the occasion, and they just need to keep it going. They just need to keep playing the footy that they are, and they will be absolutely fine in this game. As they look very much in control of their own team and very comfortable at the moment. The Seagulls getting a little bit restless and a little bit frustrated. Their completions not at the level that they want to. You know, they had the forward pass just before. And of course, just in some of the fifth tackle options haven't quite been hitting. Broncos have been really on top of the ball in defense. So they're just slowly making the Seagulls struggle for it here tonight, the Broncos. As it will be a good kickoff all the way down to Bakers. And he gives it to McEnroe for the first contact. Runs it straight at Matty Harris. Unafraid there. Running out probably the biggest bloke in the Seagulls pack. As Oliver now goes to Short. Straight through the line. Luke Short finding some meters. As they go. Out to the left now. Bakers. Goes to Edwards. Playing the ball. As Oliver goes to Short. Now goes to Walmsley. He picks it up before it hits the ground. And retained there is the call. Good job from Cope and Walmsley. Because that would have been very annoying to drop it at that stage. And they go. Dylan Sharp. Big hit there by big Jason Farah. As the fullback gets laid out. And that is the risk sometimes that they run if they go into the middle of the field. As Freeburn runs in. And good take there from Jones to bring him down. There's KCK. Playing the ball. Out to the left. Lewis. Goes to Vita Palangai now. Good run from him as that's the third tackle. Almost at the 40. Playing the ball. The Seagulls. They're finding some meters now, and this is what they desperately needed. The Broncos just loosen their grip ever so slightly. Buckingham goes to Bontoff. Now goes to Matty Harris. He runs it straight to Oliver. A good tackle from Eddie Oliver there. That's fifth and last. The Broncos able to hold him out of this red zone. Bontoff forced to punt it. All the way down. Ash Crutcher now. What can he do? Absolutely nothing with that one. As he will be driven back and they've lost a few meters at the Broncos. They'll be fighting from well within their own half. And here's a great run from Eddie Oliver as he goes down the field, but he runs out of puff, gets the ball away to Bakers. He was hitting the asthma puffer there about the 40-meter mark. Poor Eddie Oliver. He's never seen so much space in his life. As they go, Luke Short. Playing it almost at the halfway line. Oliver goes out to the right. Goes to Og. Good pass there to Og. As Anthony Lee, stepping one. And down the sideline, the Broncos are in another big run. Can Oliver provide, perhaps? As they go out to the left, it's going to be Bakers. Driven back in that tackle, and fifth and last is where they find themselves. As the Broncos. Oliver going deep. Short. Putting the kick in across the field. Goes down to Shannon Freeburn. What can he do tonight? What can he do this one? And he gets around one, brought down by Sharp. And that'll be the first. And Dylan Sharp, very serviceable at fullback so far. He's made some good plays through the middle. But he's just still trying to find his footing. But he's out of position here. And that will not do him any favours. Creedux Chapman getting almost to the 40 on the second tackle. Oliver, and I think that may be Crutcher bringing him down. As now Tavita Palanga. He's been good through the middle since he's come on. And another good run there from the prop. As third tackle. The Seagulls, here they come. They go to the right. Bontoft goes to KCK. He gets a pass away to Creed Alex Chapman. Fourth tackle, the Seagulls. Playing the ball. Out to the left. Farah. It's Jason Farah. He'll play it. Going deep. Freddie Anderson now goes to Bontoff. Puts it up high. And it'll be taken well by Errol Ray Romano. He steps. Errol Ray Romano able to make some meters, but not get away from KCK there as they go. Tuxio. There we go. Bakers now goes to Dylan Sharp. Stepping. Dylan Sharp through the middle. And getting themselves out of the red zone as third tackle the Broncos. They go out to the right. Bakers now to Lee. Goes to Errol Romano. down the wing. Fourth tackle. They're just sitting in front of the 40-meter mark now. They may go for a 40-20 yet. No, they go to Oliver instead. He gets it to Og. Get another good run there. Another 10 meters for the Broncos as they've done well to make their way out of their own half. Oliver. Bakers. Puts a kick in. It's an awkward one. Goes straight to Dom Young on the kick return. Young. Steps one. Brought down by another. And that's the first. The Sea Eagles go to the right. Buckingham. Spreads it there to Palango. Now Beckman. Playing the ball. Out to the right now. Will be Bontoff. Goes to Harris. Through the middle. Untouched. Harris getting high fives on the way through. Offload goes to Walmsley though. He thought he was still playing for the Blues there, Matty Harris. And not a bad result there for the Broncos. Sea Eagles. Once again, the completions. It's really making it hurt for them tonight as Anthony Lee. It's a ball out on the wing. Driven back by Dom Young. There you go. Cody Oak. Driving forward as that's the fourth tackle. They go out to the left now. It will be Tuxie Oak. Shaping up through the middle. Can't get what he needs. It's fifth and last now. The Broncos on the 40-meter mark, and they've been pretty comfortably sitting here as Baker's another bit of a floating kick towards Dom Young. Maybe that's the strategy. Just make him run for it. Hope that he drops it with that forward momentum. But often you do see wingers run onto it and make some good breaks down the field. If they did down to Shannon Freeburn, they'd probably be fun themselves with a surplus of meters. As Casey K turns a sharp inside out, and just like that, Kane Chapman Kenny turns the game on its head. The line break was impressive, but the turnaround was even more impressive. He looked slow there, Kane Chapman Kenny. And yeah, wow. The Sea Eagles over for their first of the night. As we got Carl Lewis. Kicking it here. And 6-0 is a score just before half-time. We have a minute left, and the Broncos, they'll be disappointed that they let go a lead like that. Just a 6-point lead. Just before halftime, but they'll be pretty happy with how they've been going because the Sea Eagles, since the trades at the halftime break of the season, they've been basically projected to win the Premiership. I mean, it is the impact that 3 platinums can do to you. But if they do win the Premiership, they run the risk of a certain Disney character being mentioned next to the Season 9 Premiership. So you never really know, do you? As Ollie Pache. Playing the ball out to the left. Now it's going to be Beckman. Good run from the second row. And I really respect and appreciate the Aaron Beckman move to left second row. I think that is going to be something good for the team as he impressed last week. But that is all we have time for the first half. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be back in a sec.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footage? Yes, we're on.
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Yes. Yeah,
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now,
Welcome back to SRL TV. Currently locked up at 6-0 for the second half here in Perth for Manly versus Brisbane. At the halftime break, there's some interesting statistics and some interesting changes that have happened. We'll get to that in a second, but right now it has been a tough physical battle through the middle. Both teams with great forward packs just slogging each other and really belting each other as they look to make a difference in this game. Mostly the props and the locks. At halftime, top run meters was KCK and Matty Harris with over 100 each for the Seagulls. And for the Broncos, it was Dylan Sharp and Eddie Oliver. So the power of friendship tonight for both teams really shining through. Some good pairings there and some good mates there. As I guess both teams could be considered friendship teams, as Ollie Parche just knocking it on. But referee says it came off his shoulder. As they go, Bontoft. Kick from inside his own 40. Not a bad strike, actually. They need a winger to get back there because it runs the risk of a 40-20 here. Oh, and it's been picked up by Freeburn, rather, as fifth and last. Quite eventful there. As Freeburn, he could have just let that go, and it would have been a fresh set for the Seagulls. If they don't score here, they'll be very upset with him indeed. As they go, Matty Harris goes high. Well taken by Crutcher. And he'll be brought down. And yeah, Freeburn, all he had to do there was let the ball bounce out, but it must have been a brain fade from the winger there. Thought he could score or something. But the Broncos, happy to hold on like that as they go. Sonny Sharp. And at the halftime break, it was Sonny Sharp coming on for Caleb Jeff. And of course, Pato making his SRL return. Anthony Lee coming off. And we'll be coming back on in the props, I assume, later. Similar changes for the Seagulls, with Mark Iron taking over for Damien Lockie at centre. And Jimmy Ralph coming on for Ruben Mobbs at prop. So, very, actually, almost identical changes. Just a couple of differences in the players that have come on. But the positions swapped to the exact same. It'll definitely make this next period of 20 or so very interesting as they go. Parche. Breaking a tackle of one. Brought down as they play the ball. Out to the left. Now it goes to Ralph. As he's brought down. Third tackle. Playing the ball out to the left. Bontoft goes to Beckman. Buckingham goes to Bontoft. Gets an offload away to Chapman Kenny. Oh, Alex Chapman, sorry. That'll be the fifth and last. And the Seagulls go to Bontoft for a kick now. Down the wing of Elroy Romano. He steps one. Elroy Romano gets around KCK. Breaks the tackle here. Elroy Romano, a great run there from the winger. And Dom Young is about the fourth defender there. Needed to bring him down. As they go. John Bakers trying to get to the line. Brought down by Parche. Now they play the ball. Out to the right. It will be Ray Romano. Just not quite finding the space he needed. And they're ready for him down on that right wing. Oliver goes to Luke Short. Now to Sonny Sharp. Sonny Sharp, he's just missed a fix-it for this team, the Broncos. They have been using him absolutely everywhere they can. And he plays well just about anywhere they put him. So he has been an impressive player for the last few seasons for this Brisbane side. As fifth and last, they go to the left. It will be Isaac Edwards. Puts it along the ground. It's going to be dropped though. Jimmy Ralph now with a bit of space. He gets in a lot of space actually. Sharp has to come across to make the tackle, but he still hasn't got him. He's at the 30 now, Ralph. He's got options on the outside, but he won't use them. And that's a massive run there from Jimmy Ralph. And a penalty going the way of the Seagulls. They're going to elect for the 2 here. And you can't blame them. They'll take a 2-point lead, you think, if Lewis gets this. And, yeah, disappointing there from the Broncos. But maybe a smart option considering where their defense was set. To just take the penalty there and cop the 2 points. As 8-6 will be the score. Carl Lewis putting that one over. And it's been an intense and tough and close game so far. And it's just moments like those that have separated these two teams tonight. We'll wait to see, and we'll wait to see what other events will make a difference in this scoreboard and in this game. And once again, if you missed it in the first half, I spoke about it very early on. Teams very close on the ladder. Whoever wins this basically jumps up into the top 8. Not basically, does actually jump up into the top 8. And probably land at about 5th or 6th, depending on some other results. So it is an important game for both teams as they look to try and get some finals situations going. And obviously a big run home for a lot of teams here. As they go. Buckingham going right. Lewis. It's a ball away to Harris. As they play the ball. Going left. Lewis. Puts the kick in over the top. It'll be Jose Arui Jones. He's had a great first half, the young winger. As Dylan Sharp now. He steps through. Dylan Sharp, go for a run, son. Go on, Sharpie. As against one of his former clubs. Gets taken down by KCK as they go to the left. Now it's going to be Luke Short. Now going third. Almost at the 30. Oliver goes to Sonny Sharp. Two Sharp brothers. Just two very different positions. The two players that have been ever so consistent for Brisbane. As they go. Coven Walmsley in the way there. But gets through the line regardless as fifth and last are in not a too shabby position. They need a good kick though. As Edwards puts up a belter of a kick. That's going to land in no man's land. In fact, that's going to land for Luke Short. And Short will score. The Broncos back on the board. Well, what a kick there from Isaac Edwards. It was a towering kick. KCK, he just lost the ball somewhere. Luke Short coming through. Bit of a bobble, but got the ball down. And that is terrific stuff there. Isaac Edwards. Great kick. All-time kick. As the Broncos. They'll take a 4-point lead here, you think. And it didn't take them very long at all to strike back. As 30 minutes, or just under 30 minutes, left in this game. Still lots of footy to go. They'll be happy with that one, Broncos, but they know the job is not done yet. As Carl Lewis preparing to kick off once more. Donald. Pushing forward, almost at the 20. Playing the ball now as they go out to the left. It will be Edwards. Now to Walmsley. Tackled, and that's the second. It's out to the right. Edwards goes inside ball. Luke Short. Now going to Sonny Sharp, and he's brought down. Fourth tackle on the 40. Will they go for a 40-20 now? They go to Bakers, and he'll just run it. And the Broncos a bit lackluster on a set after points, but I mean, you can't ask for too much. They have belted themselves tonight so far, so not a great way to finish there. No kick. Luke Short taking a run. He had no option there. Bit of a miscommunication. Eddie Oliver hitting one of the decoys. And the Seagulls in great attacking position now, within the half to start the first. As they go. Creed Alex Chapman goes to the 30. Good run there from the young second row. Well, I guess not too young anymore. As he plays it. Buckingham goes left. Lewis now spreads it to Bontoft. As he'll play the ball. Out to the right now. It will be Lewis. Goes to Anderson. Anderson stepping. Freddie Anderson. Almost getting away there. Great tackle there from Oliver. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Pache. Driven back. Oh, sorry. Creed Alex Sherman. Driven back by Luke Short. And I think that's Dylan Sharp helping out. As fifth and last now. They go. Out to the left. Bontoff puts it up high. Floating ball comes down. Errol Romano. Well taken. He gets tackled though by Pache. And that'll be the first. That's McDonald. Plays the ball. That's a left. A forward pass. And there's been a few Manly ones that haven't been called, and they looked a lot worse than that as Dom Young. The Seagulls. Great opportunity now. This is the time. KCK. One-on-one now. KCK pushing for the line. But they're able to wrap him up and put him on his back. That's the second tackle. As out to the left now will be Lewis. Goes to Ralph. Ralph pushing for the line. And, oh, I think he may have gotten the ball down. He's fallen awkwardly here. Jimmy Ralph. But it looks like the ball has gotten down. Wait to see what the video referee says, but I think that is definitely a try. And there we go. Green lights and the Seagulls. A kick now to reclaim the lead. And That is just the price that you pay sometimes for mistakes. It's Carl Lewis. Kicks this one straight over. 14-12 is the score. 24 minutes left in this match. Don't go anywhere. I have a feeling this one's going to finish very, very closely. It's John Bakers. Kicks off here. Bakers. Big and deep kick. All the way down to Carl Lewis. They go out to the left. Now it's going to be Pache. It's Buckingham. Goes out to the left. Aaron Beckman. Straight to the line. Aaron Beckman. Great run there. Offload on the inside. Matty Harris. No Bronco could get a hand to it as that's the second tackle. At the 40 now, the Seagulls. Going to the left. Bontoff now goes to Dom Young. Stepping one. That's third tackle. Out to the right. It will be Buckingham. Goes. Oh, Matty Harris. Great drawing pass to him. That's the fourth tackle. Harris playing the ball almost at the 20. They go out to the right. Lewis goes to Casey K. He wants to go through the line. He will go for the line. And he will score. Back-to-back tries for the Seagulls and a double to Casey K. And the Broncos, they need to regrip and regroup because they cannot bleed points like that. Back-to-back tries. And the former captain getting his team further in front here. It's Lewis. Important kick here. And an 8-point lead is what Manly will claim. The Seagulls, subs coming on in a minute. Sorry, the Broncos subs coming on in a minute. And both teams, really. They're props. And they'll be looking forward to it. Potentially players like Caleb Jeff could make an impact in the rest of this game. Could make this a closer game for the Broncos. But of course, Ruben Mobbs coming back onto the field as well. It's going to be a hard call. And we will see in the next period of 20 as about 10 seconds now until the subs come on. And Ollie Pache up and playing the ball. That'll be his last run of the game, I believe. Half? No, he'll be coming back on at lock. So that is not the last run of the game. As they go. Creed-like shot. Smashed there by Anthony McDonald. Big tackles. That's the third. They go to Matty Harris. Gives it to Aaron Beckman, who's brought down. Fourth tackle. So they play the ball. Out to the right. It's going to be Bontoft. With a bit of a stinker of a kick there. Well taken by Riri Jones. Hosea Riri Jones. Hard name to say quickly. And within 25 now as they go. Jones. Crutcher. Going out to Edwards. Plays the ball to Walmsley. And the subs coming on for the Broncos now. The crowd, they are ecstatic as that's another forward pass there from Eddie Oliver. And I'm not too sure if I agree with that one either. Never mind. I agree with that one. I agree with that one 100%. There's Mobbs. Goes out to the left. Beckman running it straight. And the Broncos, they're just kicking themselves at the moment. They had a great opportunity to strike back. But they have let it go. It's going to be Dom Young. Brought down. Third tackle. And now Beckman. They go to the right. Bontoff now goes to Mobbs. That's Lewis. Shocking kick there. And he's been caught out a couple of times. Both halves have for the Seagulls. Not the greatest kicking game for them. I mean, we just saw one before, didn't we? From Cruz Bontoff. So, the halves for the Seagulls just struggling to find their footing. Literally. Tonight. And it's Crutcher. Hasn't done a whole lot in the centre jersey. Short. Runs it. Fourth tackle. Out to the right. Edwards. Now goes to Jeff. Jeff running up and running hard. Fifth and last now. As the Broncos. This is the opportunity they need. This is a kick and a big one for Isaac Edwards. Can he get the desired outcome? It's going to be well taken by KCK, so no, he can't. As he's going to weave now, KCK. Breaks the tackle of one. Oliver has to bring him down. And that is the first. And the Broncos, their chase there on the kick wasn't too good. It left a lot to be desired. As they go, Buckingham goes. Oh, great take by John Baker's there. And an intercept. As the Broncos, they have another opportunity. They need to complete this set. This is the set they score points. Because they've still got to score twice. As Jeff driven back in the tackle. That's the second. Luke Short off the field now. It'll be Anthony McDonald back on the field at lock. As inside ball to Sharp as he's brought down by Buckingham. They go out to the left now. Will be Coven Walmsley. Running it straight and hard. As he's brought down. And a held and tackle penalty. Now this is a question of what you do. And it's going to go for the tap. I would have maybe gone for the 2 there. But I mean, you can't blame the Broncos. And if they score here, I will eat my words. As they go, John Bakers. Bring it up to the 10. Oliver goes out to the left. It's going to be McDonald. Goes to Walmsley. Walmsley pushing for the line, but brought down on his back just short of it. Third tackle now. As he's very close to the line, Walmsley gets a pass away. It's going to be Edwards. That's going to be Ford, though. And that is rough stuff for the Broncos. They should have taken the 2. And they just can't quite get it right at the moment. A lot of forward passes coming out of the Broncos. Manly fighting out of their own end now. So go, Pache, Buckingham. Out to Bontoff, gives it to KCK. He steps, brought down. Third tackle there. So go, Bontoft. Now goes to Pache. Fending off one, Ollie Pache. As he makes his way through the middle of the field. Fourth tackle, they go out to the right. It's going to be Alex Chapman back on the inside. KCK, sorry. Able to step 2 in a row as fifth and last. The Sea Eagles. Go to Bontoft. He puts it up very high. And it's a challenging take there for Sharp as he's smashed when he gets to ground level. And remains in the field of play somehow. As that's the first. As they go, Anthony Lee now. Driven back. Hard defense to crack from the Sea Eagles at the moment. So that's the second. Going out to the right. Edwards goes to Og. Driving forward, pumping the legs. And now Walmsley. Pushing forward. As 25 out from their own line is where the Broncos find themselves on the fourth tackle. They go to Dylan Sharp. He'll try and improve that for the kick here. And he's been great tonight, Dylan Sharp. He's been very serviceable. And obviously still warming up to the fullback position. But not a bad first performance from him as they go. Freeburn. Steps 1. He'll play the ball out to the left now. KCK. Brought down. Second tackle. They go out to the right. It will be Lewis. Inside ball there to Pache. Buckingham goes to Lewis. Offloads there to Lockie. Fourth tackle. As the Broncos able to contain the Sea Eagles fairly well. They'll be looking for a big run off this kick. They need a big run, if not a try. Just some reasonable amount of meters. And I'm so sorry, Anthony McDonald. I have cursed you in that one as Jones. First time he's really been racked up tonight. As they go, Lee. The Broncos just looking deflated at the moment. They're looking fatigued. And they've been battling hard for the last 72 minutes. So I can't really blame them. But now's the time to show a bit of heart. And the spirit that they were always talking about. As they go, McDonald up through the middle. On the 40. Maybe set up for a kick for a 40-20 attempt. This could be game-changing if it hits. But no, Bakers. He goes the other side of the field. And finds nowhere near where it needs to. As I go, KCK, step in 1. Brought down by Isaac Edwards. And a reminder that the Broncos need to score twice here in 7 minutes. It's been done before. In fact, we've seen it been done this round in the very first game. But I don't know if this game has the same potential. As I go, Freeburn. Quiet night for the Shannon Freeburn. He hasn't done a whole lot on his wing. So got to the left, Freddie Anderson. Gets it to Mobs eventually. The Sea Eagles playing the ball out to the right. Now it's Lewis. As he's brought down just past the halfway. 5th and last. Sea Eagles go deep. Anderson puts the kick in over the top. Jones. Stepping one. Ruri Jones. Brought down, and that's the first tackle. 5 minutes to go. And the Sea Eagles, they're looking very comfortable here in the lead. We'll start discussing some things to come. And next week, there are some interesting games coming up for these teams. Raiders are hosting the Sea Eagles next week in Canberra. And they've been on a great streak, the Raiders. Oh, there's a big hit there on Cody Og. He spills the ball, and that'll just about be it, you'd think, for the Broncos tonight as they go. Bontoff now goes to Mobs. And the Broncos next week, they're hosting the Panthers back at Suncorp. So that'll be a tough game. We saw what the Panthers were almost able to do to the Knights this week. And I'm excited to see 2 new fullbacks battling it out. Job by Bayava and Dylan Sharp. That is assuming that the team lists do in fact not change for both teams. And that's a try there from Freddie Anderson through the hands of the Sea Eagles. And another one there. That is the game sealer. And just have a look at this one here. Beautiful hands. It was Carl Lewis, I believe. No. It's Credux Chapman, sorry, the man playing ball player. Straight to the center. And a great try there. It's 24-12 is the score. Only a handful of minutes left and a kick to still come. Could make it a 14-point lead here. And the Broncos, it's been a tough game for them tonight. They've played really, really well. And a lot better than a lot of teams would have expected them to. A lot of people would expect it to. Sea Eagles 9-18, the favourite for the tipping this week. So the sweet spot right now. I personally took Broncos 19+, hoping for a massive upset. But it was not to be tonight. As the Broncos kick that one all the way down, and that's an awkward one on the kick return. Offload, a pass to Ruben Mobs as he's going to weave through the field. Bit weird there. As they go. Damien Lockie. Straight to the line. Offload to Ollie Pache. Now they go. And that is a knock on, no advantage. As they go. Crutcher. And the Broncos, they have, like I said, played very well tonight. They should be proud of how they've performed. And it was a tough game. It was always going to be a tough matchup. The Sea Eagles continue their run here and try and solidify finals positions. But they've been just a little bit better and took advantage of the moments a little bit better, a little bit more than the Broncos did. So that'll be the 5th and last play here from the game, and Edwards will just stand up. The Sea Eagles with a 26-12 win over the Broncos. As a great performance from the Sea Eagles sees them win it in Perth tonight. Oh, sorry, 24-12. What am I thinking? You missed that last one. Been a night for me as well. It's okay. Look at the stats. KCK with 2 tries. Freddie Anderson with 1. And Jimmy Ralph with 1. And Luke Shaw and McEnroe, the try scorers for the Broncos. They cleaned up their errors in from the first half. The Sea Eagles, the Broncos actually got worse as the game progressed. Similar tackles, missed tackles, and line breaks for both teams. So it's quite even in a lot of these stats. Just the errors and the amount of completions that the Broncos had did let them down in the end. We look at some of the stats. Rex Buckingham, 233 run meters. Great game from him, I thought. KCK, 211, 6 line breaks, 2 tries. Another good game from him tonight. Beckman, 183 at left second row. Very solid performance from him. I thought he was excellent tonight. And I'm really liking that move for him. Pache and Harris did well, sharing the lock stint, of course. Harris mostly did most of the game, and Pache playing most of the game at prop, but still good stuff from both of them tonight. And then, yeah, the halves played all right. Carl Lewis, I thought he had a good game. 3 try assists, nothing to turn your nose at. And you only score 4 tries. So, good stuff from the Sea Eagles tonight. You make your way down the list, and you're pretty impressed with pretty much everyone on this list tonight. Dom Young, 61 metres, not bad for him. Freeburn, I didn't think he made as many metres as he actually did. But that is actually a lot more than I thought he did tonight. As we move on. Oliver, 211 run meters, 2 areas, forward passes tonight. Really put him in some tough positions, the Broncos. Sharp did well, 171 run meters, 6 line breaks, 14 tackles, none missed. Great first stint at fullback, and I think we'll see a lot more of him there as the season progresses. Walmsley, another good performance from him. Short, and I thought he played well. 3 line breaks, 2 tackle breaks. And of course, Hosea Riri Jones. Great performance from him tonight on the wing. Played really out of his skin, out of his caliber. So good stuff for him tonight, and a big congratulations on this performance. You make your way down the list. Cody Dog, 22 metres at right second row for 80 minutes is not ideal, and also missed 2 tackles tonight. So a couple of letdowns where you usually see stars shine for the Broncos has seen them struggle tonight. But alas, that is all we have time for. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box. It's been a pleasure having you. Make sure you stay tuned and tune in next week for more SRL action.